Okay, we're looking at the Jarama, which is really on the home stretch now. This is a running, driving car as you see it. And the engine, which we showed running in the previous video, is getting more hours put on, it's getting run in. Interestingly, you know, having this car and the two factory done Espadas through here, we see a lot of similarities in the finishing in the engine bay, but there's also subtle little differences. Like this car, we've determined, was originally built with these blue hose clamps, where the Espadas were somewhat different. We've got three different styles of finish out here, some differences in the carburetor setup, but there's much more that is exactly the same. The servos, the steering, the AC system, the style of construction of this ductwork, all of that really is identical between the cars. You can see this has a new windshield in it now. It's got all the glass. And inside, we've got some beautiful work. We've also got the trimming of the bottom of the hood done. Want to just show them that, Rick?
You can see here the diamond pleating was replicating the original material. The material's not available, so it was hand stitched, but it is as it was.
And this is also substantially identical to how the factory did the Espada restorations.
Yes, color differences aside, but this is how they were done. We've been restoring interior components. We've restored all of the switch gear.
So they're all, the white lines are repainted?
We've repainted all of it.
And they're mechanically functional? Horns all redone?
Interior
air
vents
ducts
are done.
Wiring cleaned up?
Hood hinges.
All these various hardwares redone? Rick's doing the steering wheel.
We are in the process of sanding and refinishing the steering wheel. As John had mentioned, the body is pretty well done. We're starting to add chrome bits on the side, the vent on the side.
So
We've
you
got
see
the windshield obviously protecting it, but the windshield chrome is in place. The windshield, we've reattached the vent. Trunk's
assembled now and upholstered. So again, this is a very high quality work. This is, you know, it's very good.
And as you can see, things are not in perfect final condition. They're being adjusted, they're being cleaned, they're being prepped. The interior is trimmed to where we have the next steps to do. The back is done. The
headliner's in there.
Shelf is done.
It's got the smell of the Connolly leather now.
Door panels are just about done. Seats are just about done.
Here's the dash and console.
This is the dashboard. We've laid in the new outlets for the switches. The instrument cluster has been put in place, all set to be plugged into the car. The console we're assembling right now. Window switches, again, rebuilt switches. This is going to be where the headlight door switch goes. It's a slightly different switch.
This is the lighter. This is a really interesting little detail. In these cars, the lighter does not pull out. Instead, you push this in and it heats the element. You stick your cigarette in the hole. This is what that unit looks like. So if you look at it, you can see that you stick your cigarette in there and light it, and your ashes just fall out of this into the console. So we don't hook those up in restorations for safety.
Console is just about done. The heater controls will go in here. This is the windshield washer button. This will be the ignition.
And again, all of this stuff is rebuilt on the inside where you can't see, as well as the outside where you do see. So this is all new ducting. None of this stuff is all broken up and leaking. The vents are renewed. The gauges all work. So there's, again, a lot of work in places you can't see, just like on the ESO and the Ghibli and the other cars.
But yes, we are kind of doing final detailing. Lots of little odds and ends, but they're all going smoothly.
Yep, so this is on the final stretch.